We have talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again. I mean, that's what we do over here. When something is a hot topic of discussion or when something is very relevant to everything we're talking about on this show today, then yeah, we're going to talk about it. Until we get answers, we're going to talk about it. Meri Brown has the most loans I've ever heard of anybody on this show. Meri owes more in loans than Cody and Robin. And while we're talking about Robin shopping for dolls and owing Meri her part in Cody Pass, excuse me, can we discuss how Meri just got a $500,000 loan and is on vacation? What? Rich people problems. This cracks me all the way up. Before we discuss this any further, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I'm just curious at how a single woman can take out an almost $500,000 loan, like $485,000 for a single woman. You must be doing good, Meri. This was posted and published January 3rd, 2025, but it's very relevant as to where we are today with this show and these people, because Meri Brown is still in a legal battle over her stake in the Cody Pass property between Cody, Robin, Chanel, and herself. A lot of people keep claiming, well, they do get what they deserve. Okay, they do absolutely should get what they put in. You get what I'm saying? If you put in some money, you should absolutely get it back. Nobody should take your money from you. But what I don't understand is how a single woman is able, I guess she must make really good, is all I know. What do y'all think? Meri Brown takes out third loan on Utah bed and breakfast. Now, this was the Lizzie's Heritage Inn that we discussed. Meri closed because she claimed it was under construction. And this is what this loan is for renovations. But we're going to keep reading, because the previous loan that she took out for the bed and breakfast stated in the stipulation the only reason they would allow her to have this loan is if she agreed to not rent out the bed and breakfast for the public. It said it cannot be used as a retreat or anything else. It cannot be used to make money. It can only be used for personal use. Meri strictly used it to rent out rooms. I mean, she advertised it. We've got plenty of their lives where her and Jen both were advertising. You can come stay in it. You can reserve your room. You can reserve a retreat. Well, that was in the loan stipulation that she could not do, but she's still done it publicly. So I'm curious, did the judges not see this? Did the loan people not see this? What's going on here? Sister Wives Meri Brown has taken out a third loan on her Utah bed and breakfast. Meri temporarily shut down her bed and breakfast in October 2024 for renovations. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal Meri has taken out a third loan in the amount of $485,000. That's almost $500,000 amid the remodel. In a deed of trust obtained by the U.S. Sun, Meri is listed as the borrower for the property, while NewRez LLC, a mortgage lender company, is listed as the lender. Well, I'm not even going down that road. The document dated December 23rd, 2024 reads, "The note evidences that the legal obligation of each borrower who signed the note to pay lender $485,000 plus interest That ain't even interest. With interest calculated in, it's probably well over $500,000. Each borrower who signed the note has promised to pay the debt in regular monthly payments and to pay the debt in full no longer than January of 2055. If this show was canceled after season 19, I don't think Meri would have signed this. I'm a little confused because she has payments due until 2055, but she was just quoted saying, well, the show doesn't go on forever. No show does. So how are you going to pay for your loan? An honest question from from a woman who works and pays her bills. According to the bank and real estate websites, homeowners typically take out an additional mortgage to help fund renovations or repairs, as it offers lower costs than private loans. Meri took out her initial mortgage loan on the property in the amount of $346,500 when she purchased the home in October 2017, and we've all seen she didn't do any construction or nothing to it. But in April of 2018, which was, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months after the first loan, she turned around and took a second home loan out in the amount of $308,000. So $54,000 total, because that's in 6 months. Okay. A second home rider is an additional home loan with conditions. The conditions, y'all. Listen to this. The court papers read, the second home rider is incorporated into and shall be deemed to amend and supplement the mortgage, deed of trust, or security deed at the same date given by the undersigned borrower. Borrower shall occupy a copy. Borrower shall occupy and shall only use the property as borrower's second home. The terms continue. Borrower shall keep the property available for their exclusive use and enjoyment of all times. Listen to this. Shall not subject the property, the bed and breakfast, to any time sharing or any other shared ownership arrangement. You cannot do a rental pool or an agreement that requires the borrower or either rent the property or give a management firm to any person or any other person control over the occupancy or use of the property. Do you know that Meri went publicly on live multiple times with Jen and both sit there giggling, stating that Jen ran her bed and breakfast and was the manager of the bed and breakfast and the overseer? Do y'all see this was part of the stipulation? That's why I'm over here scratching my head. Can anybody make this make sense? Meri asked the family for $40,000 for a loan for the time to get her home, while she agreed to pay the remaining $40,000 for the down payment. Y'all. Cody and the rest of Cody mainly and Robin was given pushback. Cody was hesitant because he said bed and breakfast are not big money makers. He asked because we're going to be investors in that business. We're going to be the board of directors on it, and we're going to tell you how to run it. Meri shot back, no, not at all. She added in the confessional, that's her baby. They don't care about the house. She wants to run her business her way. Meri was able to earn the money on her own through LuLaRoe. She opened her in December, and but it said in the loan she couldn't rent it out. I'm confused. She now lives in Utah in the bed and breakfast. In Utah, in August, Meri revealed that she's temporarily closing the inn while it undergoes renovations. She goes on to say, at this point, I don't know how long it will be closed. I suppose that all depends on what ends up happening as we go through the process. She didn't ever say what kind of construction was going on, or upgrades or updates. She did say we will still have special events there where you can come see the home, so be sure to pay attention to the site for that. So she still is trying to illegally charge people to come tour the home when it literally says in her loan stipulations you can't do that. Huh. But for now, enjoy these photos of what was and look forward with me of what's to come. Okay, I'm done with this because it's a lot, okay? I'm not thinking Meri is being completely honest here with her finances and her money, or else she wouldn't be able to get this big fancy loan. And I said fancy because $500,000, OMG. Bougie. That must be how Meri was able to afford this Cancun trip she's on now with this mystery man. Interesting, you just get a loan and then you go on vacation. Oh, it's about like people when they get their income tax. You know, income tax season rolls around. You see people with cars with no tags on them. You're like, income tax. Must be nice. Hell, I wouldn't know. I got to work every day on these stupid videos just to pay my bills, just to get by. So I wouldn't know. Would love to know what y'all think about all this and Meri's loans totaling over $1 million. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.